I deployed to Iraq in 2005, and by 2007, I had tried to take my life. The VA is the reason why I'm alive today. And now I am getting dozens of VA whistleblowers reaching out to me, telling me the most insane shit that Elon Musk and Donald Trump are doing to the VA and its patients. One of these whistleblowers works exclusively with paralyzed veterans. And these paralyzed veterans are so petrified that they are breaking down in front of her because they know what happens to their care. They're among the most vulnerable veterans in our country. And this week, Elon Musk and the Doggy Boys sent out an email VA-wide to every manager and gave them something like 12 hours to fill out a form with hundreds, if not thousands of cells. So one example, a VA whistleblower just reached out to me saying that they have 64 subordinates. Each of these subordinates, they had to report on what they do and justify their job. We're talking about physicians. We're talking about nurses. We're not talking about pencil pushers, right? The VA is being decimated, not just in terms of they're firing a lot of people, but people are quitting en masse because, frankly, you don't get paid a lot at the VA. If you're a doctor, you have a cap. You cannot be paid a competitive rate. Doctors, nurses, other people who work for the VA, and for the federal government, for that matter, they accept lower salaries because they believe in service to our nation above all else. I know that things like the cuts to the VA crisis line have gotten a lot of attention. And trust me, as a survivor of a suicide attempt, I believe that is super important. But the VA crisis line is like a teeny tiny piece of the VA. And it is far from the only essential service, the only life-saving service. There are emergency room doctors who work 12-hour shifts and then come to their desk and find an email from some 22-year-old punk kid hired by Elon Musk that demands of a physician who hasn't slept in a day to fill out thousands of cells in a spreadsheet to justify the jobs of everyone that they supervise. Do you know anybody who's ever gotten a transplant? You know how transplant medicine became a thing? The Department of Veterans Affairs. There are doctors performing things like liver transplants, and then they're coming to their fucking desk and finding an email from fucking Elon Musk saying that they have to justify their own job and the job of everyone that they supervise. And they're given some artificial fucking deadline, like you have to do this in 12 hours or else everybody gets fired. So imagine being in fucking surgery and coming to this fucking email, and now it's on your fucking responsibility. It's on your fucking head. If you don't do this, you lose all of your staff. Not only are the patients fucked, but those individuals, a third of whom are fucking veterans themselves, these subordinates that they're responsible are fucked. Look, I was just a sergeant in the fucking army. I was just a forward observer running with an infantry battalion when I deployed to Iraq. That was 1 year of like really stressful shit being at war, in addition to the rest of my time in the military. It's really fucking stressful being a fucking emergency room doctor, seeing people fucking die on a regular basis. Elon Musk is sending people who are constantly experiencing fucking trauma emails trying to fucking trigger them. These are the same doctors who keep me and my fucking friends alive. This is not about efficiency. This is not about fraud, waste, and abuse. This is about cruelty. This is about Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and their fucking minions trying to hurt people. And they are. They're doing it. They're fucking hurting millions of veterans, millions of federal employees throughout all of the departments. You know what? Most people who join the fucking military, we don't like bullies. Elon Musk thinks he's real fucking tough, real fucking powerful. Listen, I can understand if people want to dismiss my fucking opinion because I didn't vote for Donald Trump. But there's there's millions of fucking veterans who voted for Donald Trump, who fucking love that guy. You know what? And a lot of them are fucking unhinged. You know what's going to happen when these fucking veterans who've been wearing a red hat for 10 years now lose their fucking healthcare because their doctors got fucking fired because they couldn't fill out a spreadsheet on a fucking Friday fast enough? You think those red hat fucking maniac veterans aren't going to fucking break out of the cult and lose their goddamn minds? I'll tell you, man, look, I'm a fucking liberal. I'm one of those peace and love guys. One deployment to war was enough for me. I don't need that shit anymore. But there's an entire fucking bro culture of veterans who live on testosterone and anger and strength and violence. And it's not just veterans like me getting pissed off. It's going to be those guys too. Look, I'm just going to keep using my platform. I'm just going to be telling people what's happening. I'm going to give VA whistleblowers a voice. And occasionally, my videos will make it into MAGA land so that they can understand, those veterans can understand why their doctors are suddenly fucking quitting or getting fired en masse. Why they're told the healthcare that they've been getting for years, maybe decades, is done. It's over. And when VA employees, 1/3 of whom are veterans, start offing themselves because of the stress of Donald Trump and Elon Musk's fucking sabotage, and veterans around the country start dropping like flies because they don't have access to the necessary life-saving healthcare, I'll tell you, man, those fucking MAGA-loving vets, they're gonna fucking lose it. And they're not gonna be mad at me. They're not gonna be mad at like AOC and Bernie Sanders and all of the Democrats who keep talking about how we need to save the VA. They're gonna be mad at the wet thumb for a fucking Secretary of Veterans Affairs. They're gonna be mad at Donald Trump and Elon Musk and all the little fucking doggy boys. My answer to people causing problems and violating the law is I want them to see justice in a court of law. That's what I want for Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and all of the doggy boys. It's Donald Trump's fans. They're the ones who don't believe in that kind of justice. I want these guys to go to court. It's when Donald Trump's veterans start getting hurt, they're not going to be filing lawsuits like I did against Doggy and Musk and the Trump-Musk administration. They're not going to be working their problems through the courts like I am right now. Those motherfuckers are all about simple solutions to complex problems. And I am not advocating in favor for that. I am just saying these are the way things are.